day. Well, I realize I'm not going to be needing the cauls and the clamps until I get this, through the jointer. But I thought bringing this in like this, it was sort of a nice opening scene for part 4. And besides, I know that there's a lot of you that like to see the monstrosity. Not this monstrosity, that one. Anyway, let's pass these over the jointer. Get them ready for the glue up. Oh, remember, when I do a glue up, in case I forget to say it, I'll always do a dry run. Okay. As best I remember when I figured this out once, there are 8 different combinations that a person can have. And I think this one's pretty good. For sure, we can't have anything go along this edge because it's just too contrasting. And here's what I mean. It's real obvious. The grain it abruptly ends and then it gets different. So what we try to do is have it so that where it's going to be visible, like let's say this is going to be the top and the dial is going to be up here and the hood is going to be, covering almost all of this area. By the way, this will be narrowed out a little bit. I'll be taking off about 3/4 of an inch. And then when it gets down here to that bulge, it'll be, you'll really only be seeing it from here to here. And I think that we've got it just about right. So, if I run the jointer along this edge and this edge, I shouldn't lose any more than about 1/8 of an inch of width, maybe less. I'll see, I might only need to do it once. Anyway, here we go. Now you notice in the back here there's a lever. And the last time I used this machine, I guess this wasn't down tight. And as I was pushing against the fence, it was slowly moving away on me. Now, the idea is that when this lever is up, you can adjust the fence in or out. I've never had to do that. The only good I can see, if you can do that, is you can move it in so that you'll be, doing your cutting over an area that you don't very often use. Otherwise, I can't really see what good that is. But what I'm thinking of is that when I shoved it down, it may have changed the geometry here. And I just want to make sure I'm still square. And it looks like I could go a little bit that way. Okay, perfect. Okay, I could hear it cutting all the way along. So I think taking off about a 32nd of an inch on each one was probably enough. I think that's going to glue up okay. We'll have the hood up here, and this will be where the bulge will be. I think it's going to, you know, like I said yesterday, once it goes through the drum sander, we're not even going to see that line. Now the idea is that the glue will not stick to this, otherwise I'm going to end up with my wooden cauls glued to my wooden backboard. Okay, we're going to do our dry run that I was talking about. That way if there's going to be any problems, I can solve them now before I get the glue. So what I'm going to do is take the glue and I'll do both surfaces. And then put them together. Put the other half of our cauls on. Okay, it looks pretty good. I'm putting these little blocks of wood on here for spacers to hold this up high enough so that I can get the clamps underneath later. Now this one here, it goes right up to the ceiling. Okay, now this does not have to push down real hard. It just has to hold, just has to hold these two boards to keep from going like this. And I have learned from experience that it always pays to do a complete dry run, because sometimes you'll think you're okay, and then later when you try to do it, like get this clamp in, you find out it doesn't want to go in. So you have to remember that. Okay, that means that this one here maybe should go in like this. You have about 10 minutes working time with the glue. Yeah, see, I've got a problem here. Maybe I should have these cauls just a little bit further apart. I wonder what it would be maybe if I put these two outside ones on first and then put the center one on. That might work better. Yeah, that'll work better. I think it's going to work. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the real thing. However, I think we're going to be leaving the real thing for tomorrow. So my secret group Facebook friends and my regular viewer friends, thanks for watching. And all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.